I like controversy. I like seeing fights. No, I really don't. Why would you think that? Hey there, it's the Major of all majors, Yoshi the Major, and today, let's cover some controversy. Paladins is based on Overwatch, right? You'd be wrong. Well, you can think that before this video starts, but after this video starts, I'll have my reasons as to why Paladins is actually the reason why Overwatch exists. Now, I don't have screenshots of this, but if you look at the GUIs, or menus, for all of you non-tech people, Paladins and Overwatch basically looks the same. Now, you can say Paladins was based on Overwatch, again. But let's continue reading, okay? So, Paladins was released on November 17th, 2015. But Overwatch was released in May of 2016. And, yes, there will be screenshots up, as you can already tell. So, Paladins takes home that one. So that's basically, like, the setting point for it. So, that's basically saying Overwatch is based on Paladins at this point, but let's continue going. The beta length for Paladins, well, they're still in beta, but whatever. They're currently 1 year and 3 months into beta. But as for Overwatch, they've been in beta for less than a month. So, props to Overwatch for leaving beta quicker, but isn't beta meant for mostly fixing bugs? I mean, really. So, there's going to be more bugs, technically, in Overwatch, since they've been in beta less than for what Paladins has been. Granted, they can push updates, but, I mean, Paladins has taken home the award for longest in beta, even though you technically don't want to be in beta that long. Paladins has 24 characters. Overwatch is 24 characters. Same thing. Now, the thing that will basically make people choose what they want is the computer specifications. Now, you could get the console versions of the game, which I'm going to cover in just a minute. But, I'm still going to cover the system requirements, which I need to pull up real quick. So, Paladins only requires Windows XP Service Pack 2, Windows Vista or Windows 7. The minimum processor is a Core 2 Duo running at 2.4 gigahertz, or an AMD Athlon 2 core. I'm guessing that's what the X2 is, running at 2.7 gigahertz. So I mean, Intel is better than the AMD. Go figure. Paladins only requires 2 gigabytes of RAM, and as for graphics, ATI or NVIDIA graphics card with at least 512 megabytes of video RAM or better in shader model 3.0 plus support, ATI Radeon 3870 or higher, or NVIDIA GeForce 800 GT or higher. So basically, if you can max out a Mac 2006 Mac Pro in terms of graphics, then you're covered. And as for storage, you only need 10 gigabytes of available space with the sound card that's DirectX compatible. Now, for recommended, however, for Paladins, it recommends 64-bit OS running Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 10, which I'm running Windows 10, so I made the recommended. And processor is requires at least an Intel Core i5 750 running at 2.67 gigahertz or an AMD Phenom 2 running with 4 cores and 965 running at 3.4 gigahertz. So I mean, Intel is better than Intel is better than AMD clearly. They recommend 4 gigabytes of RAM, which I've got 16. Which also I've got an Intel Core i5 6500, so I meet the processor requirements as well. Now the graphics recommended requirement is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 560 or an AMD Radeon HD 6950 or better with 768 megabytes or more of VRAM, DirectX 11 compatible. Now my graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce GT 730, as I mentioned in the computer specs. I believe it's called. Finally, I can express myself. And my graphics card has 1 gigabyte of VRAM, and it is DirectX compatible. Whoa, this should be under the minimum, but whatever. There should be broadband internet connection, which I obviously do have, 10 gigabytes of available space, and DirectX compatible sound card. And I've got onboard audio, but who cares? But as for Overwatch, this is where the debate comes into play. The minimum requirements for Overwatch is a Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 10 64-bit computer with the latest service pack. If we go back over to the Paladins, the minimum was Windows XP Service Pack 2, Windows Vista, or Windows 7. They're saying the absolute minimum operating system on Overwatch is Windows 7. But as for Paladins, yeah, the minimum operating system is Windows XP. And the minimum processor is an Intel Core i3 or AMD Phenom X3 run 8650, which the minimum for Paladins is Core 2 Duo 2.4 gigahertz or Athlon or AMD Athlon X2 2.7 gigahertz, which, call me wrong, I don't care, but I'm pretty sure that a Core 2 Duo is worse than an Intel Core i3. And well, I don't need to talk about the AMD because who's going to use AMD? For a video card, like the minimum is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 460 or an AMD Radeon HD 4850 or Intel HD Graphics 4400. Now this one, I'm obviously underpowered because, like I said, my graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce GT 730. And so you can say, oh, your video card isn't compatible, so you're just salty that you can't play Overwatch. No, I think that Paladins is just better than Overwatch. And then the minimum RAM is 4 gigabytes of RAM. The recommended memory for Paladins is 4 gigs. So, yeah, that's that. Overwatch, just lower the requirements. 30 gigabytes of available hard drive space. I'm guessing that's dependent on which one you get. Again, I'll cover that in just a second. And as for Paladins, the minimum storage is 10 gigs. Broadband internet connection, go figure. No necessary media for the recommended digital installation, and 1024 by 768 minimum display resolution. As for the recommended specifications for Overwatch, it is Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 64-bit running the latest Surface Pack. The recommended processor is an Intel Core i5 or an AMD 2X3 or better. Which I meet the recommended processor in the minimum in the recommended operating system, and the recommended graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660 or AMD Radeon HD 7950 or better. Now, if we go back over to Paladins, that only was NVIDIA GeForce GTX 560 or AMD Radeon HD 6950 or better with 768 megabytes or more of VRAM. Then for memory, I've got 16 gigs of RAM, but they recommend 6 gigs of RAM, and then storage, internet, media, and resolution are all the same. So Paladins takes home that one. As for underpowered or older computers, so to speak. Yeah, hush, Smokey. Okay, and now when it comes to price, this is also another factor that changes. What do I get? Paladins is $15 as of this recording date, which is March 18th, 2017. And Overwatch, there are three different packs you can get. The regular, which is $39.99. Origins, which is $59.99, or Collectors, which is $79.99 as of March 18th, 2017. So again, Paladins takes home that one. And as for the playability, the one pack that you can get with Paladins is PC, Xbox One, or PlayStation 4. Now, as for Overwatch, the regular pack you can only play on PC. Origins, you can play on PC, Xbox One, or PS4. Collector's Edition, I actually checked this. Well, I had to in order for recording this video. The Collector's Edition, you had to not get a digital version. You had to have a hard copy. But you can play on PlayStation, Xbox One, or PlayStation 4. So, hands down, I would say Paladins, because, first of all, the release dates that says Paladins takes on that one. Beta length, I would say Overwatch wins that one, because you want to get out of beta, but because you don't want to be known as that game that stays in beta forever. Let's take a look at what's a good game. Or not necessarily a game, but anything. Which a good person to call out, not person, but operating system to call out is React OS. That's still in beta after how many years? Same amount of characters. The Paladins takes home the win for computer specifications. The price Paladins takes home, and well, it's playable on the one pack is playable on all of 3 major platforms nowadays. So I want to get that controversy off my shoulder, because as I'm recording this, I had a friend over yesterday who was saying that's so much like Overwatch. And I googled it. Paladins actually came out before Overwatch, so actually Overwatch is based on Paladins. Because he was comparing like all the characters, all of the menus, the list goes on. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, I hope you guys did enjoy this different type of video. If you guys want to see more of this, it'll take some amount of time. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and tell me in the comments. I want more of the controversy videos. Okay?
Goodbye!
What she said.